All right, guys, today I'm going to be speedrunning an entire AI business in the next 30, 45 minutes, an hour. I don't know how long this video is going to be, using tools like Claude and prompts I've already pre-generated that I'm going to be giving guys throughout this entire video and walking through step by step how I would be starting a 10K a month business, pretty much all using AI. And this is going to be like a service-based agency where I use a bunch of AI tools to essentially deliver services to local business owners. Okay. And this is the same model I've been running for years on this YouTube channel that I have made hundreds of thousands of dollars with very publicly. And yeah, let's quickly jump into it. So first thing, and if I don't talk through certain parts of this video, it's mainly just because I'm going to be focusing like I'm genuinely going to be building a business in front of your guys' eyes. But let me quickly just start off with what I'm not selling to just give you guys an idea and some context. So I'm not selling AI websites and AI agents. I'm not going to be setting up one of these businesses like this in this video. Yes, can Claude build amazing websites that business owners will pay money for? For sure. Okay. Same thing with AI agents. If you're going to just be setting up an AI voice caller or an AI chatbot, business owners pay for it. Sure. But they'll pay $200-$300 a month or whatever for it, right? That's not personally what I think is where the money is today. Like, unless you have thousands of clients, which is extremely hard to do. I like to sell a much more, I guess you could say, packaged system and service that I'm going to be showing throughout this video that I can charge way more money for, like 5, 10 grand, 15 grand. Like I charge 15 grand upfront in my agency today. And that's not even including rev share I get on my clients that I work with. So the whole point is I only need a couple clients to make 10, 20, 30 grand a month or whatever your goal number would be. And kind of to break down the system that I'm going to be selling and setting up is when we look at the gap of every local service-based business, pretty much in America, we have number one, they always need more leads. Number two, they always need more sales appointments, right? What good is a lead if it's just a name, email, phone number? They want sales appointments on their calendar, right? So we can solve both of these gaps through doing two key things. We can set up AI ads. And so AI will make all these ads. And again, in this video, I'm going to be showing how I make these today, from video ads, image ads, whatever it is, using tools like arcads.ai. I'm going to show a couple other tools in this video as well that I'm currently using today. And that will essentially make all the ads that then you can run on social media on your client's behalf with their branding, with their pretty much everything in their local area. And then the next thing is I'm going to set up an AI voice caller. Okay. So AI voice callers, phone callers, if you guys have heard how these sound, they sound really, really good. I can even play a quick demo of it right now so you actually know how it sounds.
Just so I connect you with the right specialist. Are you calling about buying, selling, or general information?
More, I'm looking to buy.
If you are buying, are you focused on Washington, D.C. proper or nearby areas? When are you looking to buy a home?
And these AI callers are amazing because they can call leads within just a matter of minutes of when somebody opts in through these ads we generate for our client. And I'm going to be using GoHighLevel for this setup. Okay. I used to use other tools, third-party tools that I then would connect to GoHighLevel, which is kind of the foundational software CRM that I use in my agency for all my clients and even for myself. But now HighLevel's actually came out and partnered with a lot of other AI companies to where their AI caller in their own platform is just as good. So I'll be kind of showing that in this video as well. But whole point is we can solve these two gaps and pretty much charge 5, 10K, whatever it is up front for it to local businesses. Of course, when you're starting out, you might charge a little bit lower based on your confidence level. But obviously I've been doing this for a long time. So I'm pretty confident on, my service because it's what I actively do today. And I charge actually more than this number right here. So let's quickly start off with what is the actual setup in order to get this done. And I've made this entire prompt here that we're going to be giving Claude, and I'll have this in the top link in the description below in this video just for free so you guys can use this for yourself. But the whole thing is, essentially, there's like an order of operations on how to get a business set up. And I'm going to be kind of walking through the steps throughout this entire video. But a lot of people, they make the wrong choices when they start their own business because they think they need a fancy website or they think they need to work on their client fulfillment. They worry about all the things that don't actually matter and don't get any sort of progress to added revenue in their business. They worry about the nice to haves, not the musts. Okay. So the kind of order and operations I'm going to go here is, number one, we're going to pick the niche I'm going to go after. Okay. Still undecided. I'm going to do it on spot with you guys here. Number two is we're going to be choosing our offer and our pricing. So what is our offer in the market? How is it appealing? What are we going to price it at, etc. And then we're going to set up our GoHighLevel system setup. So I have an entire snapshot and pretty much my entire agency templatized in a snapshot URL you just import into your own HighLevel account. When people use the top link in the description below, you'll get 30 days for free with HighLevel, a mentorship group, a bunch of other stuff that I show in there if you guys click on that link. And then also I'll probably talk about later in this video, but I'm going to be kind of setting it up live step by step. The next thing is going to be booking sales calls. How do we actually get clients? Okay, so there's many methods to get clients from outreach, so cold DMs, LinkedIn DMs, Instagram DMs, cold calls. Then there's like organic content where you post content on social media. And then there's also like paid ads where you're going to run ads for your business. And that is how you actually get clients. Okay. And then the last thing, of course, is actually closing these appointments and getting clients on Zoom or prospects on Zoom that then you close into deals. Okay. So that's kind of the entire thing. So let's quickly start from the top and let's pick our niche. Okay. And as we pick this here, I'm going to go and import it into this here. So what you guys can do is just make a copy of this doc right here. I put in the description below if you guys want to follow along and do this for yourself. Because I've already imported parts here where you can see that we're going to insert our niche. We're going to kind of just like put in our, I guess, like skill level, right? So like experience level, technical skill level, sales skills, goals, etc. You can put like high, low, medium, etc. right? So when it comes to niche, I kind of want to do something unique here where a lot of people, obviously they know the big niches. And I think I'm going to pick, I'm kind of between like, I don't know, I kind of want to do something like wedding venues or like pool builders or like super like something super niche like kitchen and bathroom remodeling contractors or something like that. Or I could go kind of the route of picking like a super well-known business like real estate agents, roofers, HVAC, med spas, law firms. All these industries obviously are pretty solid. I'm thinking because I just have a lot of context on the real estate niche and the medical niche is mainly what I work in today. And when I started on this YouTube channel when I was 16 years old with my agency, when I bought Iman Gadzi's course, I was in the real estate niche. And that's kind of what I got to about $20,000 a month when I was 17. And I was just documenting literally on this YouTube channel 3-4 years ago. So I know a lot in those two industries, which is why I'm pretty confident to talk about those in this video. And I'm also going to use Claude to help me with kind of like the actual setup. So I'm thinking let's go with a different one because I already have experience in those. And let's do something like we will go after, let's do pool builders. Okay, pool builders. I think it's kind of a unique one. So we're going to just build this entire business out for pool builders and we'll see how it goes throughout this video. So this is the niche I'm going to go after. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly put this right here. So pool builders. Okay, experience level. I'm going to put, just for the sake of this video, like I'm going to put it, I'm going to put intermediate. Just, I know some of you guys will be beginner. And obviously I would say I'm probably advanced, but I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say my budget for this video, and just for like this exact setup, so Claude can kind of like help is, I'm going to say $750 to start the business. Like, the more money you have, the easier it will be to get clients. And I'll talk about that in this video. Technical experience, I'm just going to say low because honestly, I'm not the most technical and that's pretty true. Next is sales experience. I'm going to put medium. Okay. Sales experience is extremely important when you're selling anything that's expensive, especially this kind of service I'm going to be talking about. Goal in the next 90 days is, let's just say it's like 10 grand a month. Okay. Obviously this is going to depend on all of you guys. But 10 grand a month, I'd say it's an aggressive goal. Like honestly, I'd say the main goal everyone should have is closing their first client in 90 days, but we'll just say 10K a month. My availability per week, I can just say full time. Okay. And then, current assets, let's just say literally have nothing. Okay. Nothing. Okay. The assets you guys will have though, once you use GoHighLevel, of course, with my link is you have my entire business that I'm going to kind of show throughout this video. So now that we understand this, we're going to give this to Claude and we're just going to give it like that. And we're going to just let it do its thing. Now, as this generates, there's going to be things that Claude, and I've used a ton of Claude for a lot of different, even decision-making inside of my businesses today. But there's going to be parts where it says something really good and then it also just like says something that's like not applicable. And just so you understand, like just to ingrain into your guys' head, like with the AI system we're selling, this is something that's a recurring problem that business owners face. Okay. You guys wonder why I'm like not selling like just standalone AI voice receptionists or AI websites. Yeah, business owners do need those. Like they're going to want a website every month or like an agent every month, whatever. But that's just kind of like maintenance. Okay. Like you set up a website once, cool. You pay for the domain or whatever, and they just pay that every month. I think it's a lot better to do something that actually takes a lot of work every month, because then they know the outcome, number one, should be better. And then number two, you can frame it as this takes monthly upkeep, right? And that's perfectly what ads does. And like running ads on social media to get leads and stuff has been around for years, right? That stuff is super well known. And yeah, so this might take a second to generate. I'll give it a little minute and you guys can kind of just follow along as I go through here. All right, cool. So Claude has given us obviously some sort of game plan. So I'm going to quickly just read through this right now. I might time lapse some of this video, by the way, just as I kind of think and really go through this, because again, this is not a video of me just like strictly talking to you guys about things I already know. Like I'm genuinely going to be building stuff out as I go here. And I think this will be a great example of how to actually move with some speed, because a lot of you guys, just honestly probably do the wrong thing. So just as I go through here, high ticket, low volume, single inbound pull jobs of 50 to 150K, builders don't need. Okay, cool. I'm going to move this to, okay. Per job. Okay, I want to understand like really how much these business owners can make, because that's going to help me. So high ticket appointment machine. Okay. So typical job size, gross margin 15 to 25%, net profit. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. So they're going to make about 10 to 15K per job. Only downside with this niche is it is seasonal. So this is something I am very aware of. Claude obviously gave kind of an entire plan and roadmap here that you can follow, because I've already trained it up. Like this doc is really, really detailed on kind of like all the things I recommend. But I guess here's where we want to start is we understand our niche is pool building. So I'm trying to go just really right into step 2, which is building our current offer and pricing. Okay. Cause honestly, nothing else matters in the meantime. So as far as our offer goes, okay, I'm gonna just write this out first and then I'll just do pricing. Okay. So our offer is, let me see, like if they make, so here's kind of the math I run down through my head when I talk with people who are asking like, what should I guarantee on my ads? What should my offer be? I mean, of course our offer as far as our service goes, is going to be ads plus AI caller. Okay, that's super simple. The ads will get new leads, like I already explained earlier, and the AI caller will call up all these new leads and book them into our client's calendar after qualifying them, etc. So that's super simple. Now there's another thing called a marketing offer, right? So marketing offer is what are you going to say on an ad that is going to get a pool builder interested in your service, okay? Because look, there's a few ways we can book sales calls, and I'm kind of future pacing here. Most people think that outreach is like the main method to book calls. I think it's completely the wrong way to look at it. I think you are better off not doing outreach, and you're better off getting money if you don't already have any, or using money that you currently have to leverage and putting into ads for your own agency, because this is going to get you sales calls while you sleep. Okay. This is what I do in my agency today. I've been doing this for years. And this, for example, like just as like a really quick case study, is when I was like first starting out, I was making 3 to 4K a month, I'd say, in the real estate niche simply. And I was like 16, 17 years old here. Simply just through doing outreach. Okay. Like I was just doing outreach. I turned on paid ads. It was the first time I ever tried it for my own business. And I ran ads to target these realtors saying, this is my service. If you're interested, book a call with me below. I immediately skyrocketed to 10, 15, 20K a month within like 3 to 4 months. Okay. So that's kind of the power here, is we can book sales calls while we sleep. The more sales calls we have, the better our offer or our chances are of getting, clients. So our offer is going to come down to kind of what Claude's going to tell me here. So if they make like $8,000 to $15,000 in profit per large job, I'm kind of thinking we should be offering like, if they make this much, our service is, I'm going to probably have these clients be spending about $50. I'm just going to open up a calculator app. I'm going to have them spend around $50 a day on ads. So that is 1.5K a month. Ideally, they spend $100 a day, but that just might not be feasible for all of them. And then I want to be charging $5,000 up front. So it's nothing crazy, but it's, I think, pretty good. So $5K up front. And then I'm going to say it's going to be a 90-day service, 90 days service. Okay. And then I'd say ad spend they need to spend is $50 per day plus. Okay. So here's kind of how I go about this math is, when I look at this, I say, okay, they're going to spend $5K up front with me, and they're going to spend $1,500 a month in ads. So $1,500 a month times 3 months, because our service is 90 days. Of course, it's separate to our 5K that they up front, the ad spend. That is 4.5K. So based off that math, that's $9,500 that they're going to be essentially going out of pocket over these 90 days. So if they get one, and I just realized this kind of got a little bit messed up here. But if they get one job, essentially they make a return on our service. Like pretty much, right? Because 8 to 10K. Yeah. Okay. So if they make one job, okay. So in that case, then our goal in my head is I want to make them a 3X in our service. So if they have 3 jobs, just to round up from the 9,500 that they owe, if they have 3 jobs, they will make let's just say on the low end, $30,000 in profit because they just make, let's say 10K per job. So we need to get them 3 custom builds in the next 90 days. And some of this will depend on the sales cycle. I don't know what the sales cycle is like in this niche. I would assume it's a little bit seasonal because it's pool builders. And I would also assume that, I just would say like when someone's getting a new pool, they might like shop around and they might take a couple months once we generate the lead. So that's the only problem I'm foreseeing with this niche, but I could always make this like a 6-month long service. This is what I did in real estate agents because their sales cycle is super long. But let's just stick with this for now, because even if we generate leads in these 90 days that buy months later, they still get a return on our service. But the way I see future pacing this, actually, I'm just gonna do this now because I see it. I'm gonna make this service 6 months long. Actually, no, we'll keep it 90 days. And then like, I would say, obviously I'm not really gonna, like this is kind of just for this video, but like I would see over the first couple clients, see how we do and see what kind of the lead sales cycle looks like. And if I think it's going to go longer, then I would increase my time frame. So it would be 6 months instead of 3 months. And I would probably increase my price as well because it's a longer service. So that being said, we need to get them 3 jobs. Okay. So if I just put them, goal is 3 jobs equals 3x return on our service. Okay. With this super rough math. So the way I want to market this on our ads is what I'd say they're going to close. Like if we give them 10 sales appointments, I would hope they close like 1 or 2. So I'm kind of thinking we say our offer would be a little bit unique. Like most people go with flat numbers like 10, 20 jobs or whatever, 20 appointments in 90 days. Let's just say 15 new estimates in 90 days, or it's free. Okay. 50 new, what would you call this? So let me just give this to Claude. I'm just going to see what it says. So does this sound as far as an offer, or should it be word? 50 new job estimates, maybe like, estimates is the wrong unit of this niche. Pool builders, it's an estimate often in PERS. Okay. Consultations. Okay. Design consultations in 90 days or it's free. Homeowner consultations. Most accurate to what you deliver. Slightly softer wording. That's bold, qualified. Okay. We're going to do design consultations because that's kind of what it's saying here. So new design consults in 90 days. New pool design. Okay, cool. So that's going to be our offer. I think you guys can kind of view how I just did that, but that's just an idea, right? Because if out of 15 we can get them, ideally they close a percentage of those, and like we'll see how it does. Of course, like guys, I want you to understand, like when you create your offer and you have never had a client before, it's sometimes better starting off with like free trials to see what you get with these clients. Like it's always kind of what I say. This is like if we're going straight, for the bullhorn essentially, and just trying to like really get the big payments up front, and just like get it done without too much proof of concept, which is, again, when you're starting any business, it's kind of what you have to do. But I think that's reasonable because that means like we just need to book an appointment for them. If they're spending $50 a day, we just need to have them spend like, if they're spending 4.5K and when we get them 15 appointments, that's literally $300 per appointment we get them, which I think is pretty easy. Okay. That's an appointment like once a week, essentially at this rate with this spend. So I think that's good. So I kind of like this. I think this is good. We'll use this on our ads. The next big setup is going to be the GoHighLevel setup. So I'm just jumping into step 3 right here. We got this done. Now we just need to get the actual high level setup done itself. So what we're going to be doing in high level, just so you guys understand, is it's going to be, we're going to set up our funnel. Okay. And funnel is just essentially where we direct traffic from the ads to our calendar. We're going to set up our, let me think of anything else we got here. I mean, obviously like, phone number. I'm not going to actually buy the phone number in this video, but like this is an example of what you would need to set up. I have much longer tutorials, like a 10-hour course and stuff on my YouTube channel about all the little intricate things you need to do here. But really the key things that matter is funnel, calendar, phone number, technically a domain, right? So for your business domain, we need to get a business name. Like I'm just going to do it live with you guys, but business name, business logo. Okay. And then I'm trying to think of anything else we need here. Yeah, I think that's it. So kind of what we're going to do is once we have HighLevel open, of course, this is kind of what it looks like once I sign up and I'm in the agency view. Most of you guys, if you guys don't already have accounts, you guys should definitely sign up with my link in the top, link in the description below. Shameless plug. It is the best community out there for HighLevel users, right? I don't sell any sort of like paid course or anything like that for like 5, 10, 20 grand. Like a lot of people did not used to, right? But I've pretty much switched my entire model because my day-to-day I'm in my agency. I just give out a ton of free stuff that, you know, costs people are charging a ton of money for completely for free for people that use HighLevel. Like there's all these wins just in the past few days of people inside. And then all the videos that I was talking about, like the very intricate videos on actually how to set things up, super detailed, are in here along with calls with me every single week. So definitely get 30 days completely free if you guys sign up, link in the description below, because this is going to come directly into key and point about what I'm going to show you right now. So we're going to make a sub account. Okay. This is the first thing you do when you make a HighLevel account is you need to create your own sub account. Okay. I already have a snapshot that you guys get directly once you sign up, that you get an email from me the second you sign up for HighLevel with my link. You get my snapshot, which is this one right here. Okay. And this is from my 10-hour course. So we're going to click that for you. You're going to just kind of follow what I'm showing you here. I guess to show you guys how to set this up a little bit though, when you click create sub account, you guys probably have no sub accounts here. You're going to go to imported snapshot. Once you've imported my little link after signing up and you got it in the email, you're going to click on that just like I'm clicking right here. You're going to select on the one you imported from me and you're just going to click select and continue. This is going to include all the templated stuff already. All right. So I'm just going to put a bunch of filler information here, just like at gmail.com. We're going to say business name is, this is probably a good time to figure this out. Give me 10 business agency names for this. I'm thinking like we could do like quick pool AI or something like that, or like pool. I kind of want to incorporate AI, but like I'm going to get creative here. So like quick pool AI, I kind of like that. I don't know why that stands out to me. Pool, quick pool AI. I'm just going to go with that. Let's do it. Quick pool AI. Okay. Easy. All right. And then phone number, I'm just going to put in a random one, just whatever. Boom. I think that's enough right here. Yep. Cool. Just going to put in a filler stuff here. Obviously you guys should put in your own stuff here, but I'm just not doing it because I just don't really want to go through all this right now. Pacific. And then this is my own sub account. You're going to click that right here and you're going to click add sub account at the bottom. Cool. Easy. So now that we're using my snapshot, you guys are going to see how everything is pretty much already in here. All right. So when I click switch to sub account right here, just so you guys understand, anyone who's new to HighLevel, you guys have your agency view that I was just in. It's kind of like the umbrella, right? You're in this view where you have all these different sub accounts. This is what a sub account actually looks like once you're logged into it. If I click on this right here, I can like click a button to go back to the big agency view umbrella. The reason it's set up like this way is because you have your umbrella where you own everything, and then you have all these different sub accounts. One of your sub accounts is going to be yours for your own agency and your own business. All the other sub accounts you're going to set up are for all of your clients because they all, of course, have their own stuff you're setting up for them, and you don't want to like combine it all. So just to give you guys some context on kind of like what I'm giving access to just with my snapshot is you guys get a templated page just like this. Now I'm going to literally set this up live. Okay. So let's just jump into that. The first thing we're going to set up is our funnel. So you guys understand what a funnel is and what a funnel does is it's a page that just looks like this. There's 2 pages. Okay. It's kind of why it's a funnel. So people get funneled. We're going to send traffic from our ads to a page that looks directly like this. And then they are going to, once they book a call, we're going to put our calendar right here. That's again set up in HighLevel. They're going to get put to a page that just looks like this. And this page right here is what's called a pre-call page. So this is why we call it a funnel, because once they book a call, they get redirected to another page. So they're kind of funneled somewhere else, right? I think you guys get it. This is a pre-call page, super important. So this is what all of your potential prospects, for my case, this will be pool builders that are interested in my AI service. They watch before having a call with me, okay? So that I kind of give them like a 3 to 5 minute video here, just giving expectations. I have a little picture here where I just kind of like include like a picture of like a calendar invitation to make sure they actually click yes on it and they approve it. And then the next thing is going to be all these little bite-sized videos, which I call breakout videos. So this is going to increase your show rate, and it's also going to create the intent of people that jump on your calls because they've watched more content from you. Okay. I know it sounds stupid, but when you have 1-2 minute videos and they go through them all and they understand like, okay, everyone wonders once they book a call, how does the program work and what does it do to get me more business? Or how much does this cost? Or I've been burned before. How do I know this isn't a scam? All these questions every business owner asks once they go with another company, okay, before they go with them. And if you can address these pre-call, that's why it's called the pre-call page, before the call, you have a higher likelihood of, number one, them showing up and them showing up educated, which is what matters. And sometimes we've seen, and at least when I've seen my data in my agency, we have less of these objections of like cost objections or like, you know, I've been burned before, or like, I don't know if I'm fully confident in this yet. We've had less of these objections pop up the second we added these videos. These are like 1-2 minute videos each. I don't want to spend too much time talking about this here because I should probably get to work. But first thing I'm going to do is quickly edit this page. So I'm going to set this up exactly how it should be. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this template on literally just pool builders. Okay. Looking to scale past, so let's just say three jobs per month. Okay. I think that's like pretty conservative. I mean, it should probably be like 5 actually, because they have their own jobs. So they're going to kind of incorporate that there. Implement AI into your business to scale to, let's just say 5+ jobs a month per month within 90 days. Okay. Boom. Schedule a call with us to learn how we do it. I think this is good. The only thing I would change here, for an example, is like I would just duplicate this. I would put this right here. Boom. And then I would make a call out clear pool billers, and then with like a emoji like this. Boom. Boom. Okay, so that's kind of how I want to do it here. And then I go on the right and I just quickly edit the padding so it's kind of a little bit more separate, right? This is an example of what a funnel could look like. Obviously, if I spent an hour here, I can make it look super, super nice and super, super fancy. But this pretty much gets the job done. Delete the quote. And then, yeah, we want to make sure it looks good on mobile as well. So I'm going to just quickly change how this looks over here. All right, cool. I kind of like how this looks. This is pretty solid. This is essentially most of what I wanted. So this is kind of how it looks. I'm going to click save in the top right. The next thing I need to do, this is kind of the first page, of course, people are landing on, but I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to calendars. I'm going to quickly just activate the calendar. I already give you guys this calendars. Once you import my snapshot, the big thing you'll need to do is once you import snapshots, all the calendars are marked as inactive. So they actually won't show up in the funnel. I'm going to click activate calendar, click save, boom. I'm going to head back over. I'm going to go back to sites and go back to the funnel that I was just editing right here. And then it should show up like here now that it is activated. Yep, boom. We are all good here. I'm going to delete this just because I don't have a logo quite yet. And then I have this over here right there. Cool. So this is how the page looks after just editing it for less than 3 minutes. So we can send traffic, and I can send traffic to a page that looks exactly like this, which is pool builders, implement AI into your business to scale to 5 jobs per month. I just realized there's a quotation here. I'm going to go delete that. But within the next 90 days. Okay. And then I also set up one thing for you guys that import this is you guys get a pop-up setting. So if I go scroll, like if my cursor goes off the page, I have this little pop-up thing that goes right here that you guys should definitely edit once you edit this funnel for yourself, because it is, I've seen a slight increase in bookings after adding this just from a percent standpoint. So this is an in-depth for pool builders. Okay. Businesses looking to scale to, again, we'll just say 5 jobs per month. Okay. If that's not you, please leave this page. Cool. Easy. So now that that's all set up, this entire page is good. The next thing is let's edit our pre-call page, which is this one right here. So I want to say there's not going to be much that we have to edit here. Like I'm just looking at like anything that's like dependent on the niche or anything. I'd probably delete these just because if you don't have any testimonials or whatever, like just, I wouldn't lie, like just delete them. Just don't even address it. But if you do have testimonials within your niche, definitely just throw them right here because it's good proof. It's good case studies. And then if you guys see, I have this little thing that's like mechanism. You should definitely edit this. Now, what I mean by this, and this is kind of like a marketing term without getting too high level, when you market things on whatever, if you're marketing a service, okay, you should have some sort of like mechanism that people know you for, right? So for me, it could be, let's say in the pool building niche, it could be like, lead to, I mean, like I've heard of this before. It's like our lead to profit pool building system or our lead to profit AI system for pool builders. Like it's kind of like you just made up this mechanism name, but that's what people start to get to know you for because that's your unique branding or your unique mechanism, which is what that's really called. And you should reference that throughout your videos that you throw on this page and also, of course, in the text here. I'm not going to edit it just because I'm not actually going to film these videos just because I'm filming this one with you guys here. So I can't film double, but whole point is I would just make these quick videos and yeah, just address these. This would be 2 to 3, I say 3 like 5 minutes. Give them the expectations before the call. So all you're going to say in this video is, pool builders, thank you for booking this call right here. I'm super excited to speak with you when we have our call. Few quick things I want to address in this video just to make sure we can maximize the time we have here and we don't waste anything. So first thing is make sure you show up to this call in a quiet environment. You're focused. You've got your pen, notepad, paper ready. I know it should go without being said, but you know, the last thing I want to have happen is like you jump on your call with us and you know, you're just like unorganized or you're in the car or you have bad Wi-Fi. Like you have all these things that just maybe make it so it's really hard to pay attention. We want to make sure blah, blah, blah. Okay. You guys keep going. Like that's really what you're going to say here in this video. And then the last thing you're going to say to make sure you really anchor this is have them confirm the appointment on their calendar. And this is kind of what we even put in step 2. So we're going to have them put that here and then so on. You can have Claude, like honestly, probably help script these for you. Like Claude is better by far than ChatGPT when it comes to scripting any sort of videos that you want to be making and take it from a guy who makes a lot of videos on the internet on YouTube. Like I can tell you, you know, sometimes I'll like help it refine any of my intros and stuff like that. Like Claude's great for it. Okay. ChatGPT is just not there. So that being said, that's pretty much the funnel setup. Obviously, you guys would do that on your own time. The next thing that I did not put on here that is a super obvious one is the automations, okay? This takes a little bit more time, but it's pretty much all done for you. So the appointment, let me just click autosave, cool. Appointment confirmation plus reminder. So when someone books a call with you, okay, you will essentially, they'll be enrolled in this workflow. And I've already set it up for you guys. You guys just literally import it into your account, but they get emails of the pre-call. So like an email with like a link of that page I just showed you guys, making sure they go there and watch it if they didn't already. Text messages for like, you know, making sure like, hey, I just emailed you the pre-call video. It's super important. Make sure you watch that before the call and then you like throw it in. You can make a custom value link. You know, I go into this very, very in depth inside the school community in here. So it's just like some of this stuff is a little bit more technical that I probably can't get across in this like shorter, but this is a longer YouTube video. The whole point is like, it's going to wait 24 hours before the appointment. It's going to send them an email, an SMS, 1 hour before email, SMS, and then 10 minutes before email, SMS. All this contributes to the person showing up to the call. That's the goal with this automation is like Alex Mosley says it perfectly, which is like if you have a 30% show rate on your calls, which essentially is like 3 out of 10 people that book calls with you actually show to the call and don't no-show it. If you make that 6 out of 10 people, you should in theory double your revenue because you've just doubled the amount of calls and actual opportunities that you have. So it's super important we have them show up. And of course, I've already built this for you guys to where you just import it and set it up from there. Okay. The next thing and the kind of the only thing here is like, let me write this down here. So we're Quick Pool AI is the name just for this video. Quick Pool. There's going to be someone out there who actually takes this name after this video, which is kind of funny. Business logo. So I don't think Claude is great at business logos, to be honest. My business name for this chat is Quick Pool AI. Please make me a logo. We'll see what it does. I don't know. I may have had to change this to high instead of low, but regardless, that's going to be the logo. Hopefully it'll make something good. Automations is done. Funnel is done to an extent, of course. Calendar, let me quickly just break this down for you guys. So when you go to the calendar, you're going to go to calendar settings, and this is where people are booking on your calendar from the funnel. So click edit right here. Obviously, you're not going to call this demo calendar, like call this like strategy session or, you know, I don't know what you want to call it, right? You can call it any name you want. You can write a description here of like, just make sure you show up to this call, quiet environment, etc. Just kind of give them like a rundown and say something appealing throughout this either name or description, like, and learn how you get 15 new, what do they call it? Pool design estimates or whatever in the next 90 days. Like just have some sort of appealing thing so they like look at it and like are good. Next thing is you're going to add yourself as the actual user taking these calls, just so it's like yourself taking the calls, obviously the Zoom calls. You'll connect your Zoom account to where it says my profile in the top left when you go to settings, like business profile, and then you'll find my profile too. Again, some of this setup is going to be a little bit more in depth, so you guys should definitely just leverage all the videos and the setup I have in there. Next thing is availability. So when you add yourself as a staff, you can change like how far in advance people can book. What are the time frame of these calls? Time frame of all these calls, just put as 45 minutes. Most of you guys are going to be just doing what's called one call closes, which means you're going to have one call, and after you have that one call close, essentially like they should be paying on the call or they should tell you no on that call. It's not like you guys have follow-ups intentionally, unless of course they say they need to think about it and you honor that. Same thing with booking rules. I mean, that's kind of the same thing I was saying here, but like date range, people can book out, meeting interval, meeting duration, scheduling notice, etc. And then any advanced settings you want as well. So the form, if you want to change the form of like, instead of people just putting their name, email, phone number on the actual calendar form when they book a call, you could make it like a custom form, for example, right? So it's like you can make forms in the form settings where you ask certain questions they have to answer before booking a call. So this is something I love to do when we have a lot of appointments coming through on the agency through the ads for a really good cost, but the quality is low. So I'll add questions on this calendar form to gauge for higher quality. Next thing is consent checkbox, make sure that's on. And that's pretty much it for the calendar, okay? And I guess you could just click save changes and then you should be good. So that being said, that is the calendar. That's kind of like everything needed. Phone number, it's going to be its own thing. You need to do what's called A2P verification. I have a video inside of my group that I actually, like, I could actually just like probably show you. I'm gonna have to scroll down pretty far, but I made a whole section inside of this asset resource library in here for you guys that obviously you guys just use GoHighLevel through my link. You guys get this, a huge guide from I had a conversation with someone who literally works in the head of the phone department at GoHighLevel because the A2P verification was taking so long for everyone and getting denied. Essentially, for those that don't know what that is, it's just you have to get this little verification done to use a phone number and text off of it. So if you don't have A2P verified, it's just you're not going to be able to text people and like your automations won't fire off for your 1 hour, 10 hour, 10-minute reminders, whatever, to show up to a call, and you're going to see your show rate completely drop. So have A2P verified before you start booking appointments, like is my point. So you do need to get this set up super, super fast. Next is business domain. You can buy this actually in GoHighLevel now. There's a section, if I show right here, where they show you, where's domains? Domains and URL redirects right here. You can actually buy domains in here, or you can buy them on like GoDaddy.com. Super simple. So like for this case, I would buy quickpoolai.com or whatever, right? Obviously I'm not for this video, but you would do this for your own business. And then that is pretty much all of the GoHighLevel setup. Obviously I completely skimmed over it in this fast kind of setup. I just wanted to get a page up and running that we can connect to when I set up the ads. But this is how you can do it. You can have Claude help you with like the actual like look of this page. And like some of you guys may sit here and be like, Carson, this page is super ugly. I don't like the way it works. I'm telling you, don't try to reinvent the wheel. This page looks boring and looks simple for a reason. Could the text be better on here? Yes, and the copy. But other than that, the actual format of this page is exactly how most of your landing pages should look and your funnels should look. It's not a main website that people are looking up apple.com. This is an intentional site that we send traffic to of, in this case, pool builders who are interested in scaling their business using AI will book a call with us directly on this page, okay? If you try to make some super fancy looking nice page using Claude Code or whatever, I'm telling you, your metrics will be way worse and you'll pay most likely a way higher amount cost per call than I would with an ugly looking page like this. I don't even think it looks that ugly, but you guys have this entire setup yourself, right? And you can see the pop-up here. Of course, I didn't connect myself as a user, so why it says no slots, but once you do the calendar setup yourself, it'll of course set up. And then once people book calls, they'll of course get put to this thank you page, the pre-call page. Okay, cool. So next thing is, this kind of logo gave me, we can take it. Like, I'm not like, again, I'm not too picky here in this video on it. But of course, like, I think ChatGPT makes way better logos transparently, like just by far. So for the video, we'll take this as the logo, but I think ChatGPT, like, have a logo you like, have it, put it on everything, put it on your GoHighLevel pages, put it on your Facebook page, which we're going to set up in a minute, put it on all this stuff. It'll help. But for this case, I'm not going to, just because I don't necessarily care too much. All right, last thing is let's cover, and this is pretty much the last thing. Let's cover how do we actually book sales calls, because once you have your niche set up, your offer and pricing, your offer goal of clients, their whole pricing setup, everything, and GoHighLevel done, there's only one more thing to do, which is how do we book sales calls? And you guys notice I'm on like 40 minutes or so of filming this video. Maybe it's a little bit less or more depending on when you're watching this due to, like, I don't know if I found anything out. But my whole point in saying this is we did this in 40 minutes to the point where now we're just getting to the point where we can just close clients. Yes, if I really built out my GoHighLevel and spent the time here to tweak all the automations and make sure it's all perfect, let's say that took 2 or 3 hours, okay? That's one day. Okay. Most people spend 30, 60, 90 days to do what I literally just did with you guys in under an hour. And the reason that is because there's a correct order of operations you need to take when building a business, especially an agency online like an AI agency, or else it's just not going to succeed. All right. So there's 3 ways to book calls. There's outreach. Okay. There is organic content and there is paid ads. All right. Outreach is monetarily, it's free. Organic content, monetarily, it's free. Paid ads, it's in the name, it costs money, it's paid. So what outreach is, just so you guys understand, that are curious, this is doing like LinkedIn DMs, Instagram DMs, Facebook DMs, cold calling, all these different methods to try and get clients, cold email, etc. Okay. This is the hardest way to get clients in my opinion, right? Did I start out with this and I got my first few clients and I made $3-4 grand a month with this when I was starting on this YouTube channel 3 years ago? Yes, I did. How long did it take me? Like 7 months. Okay. Now, granted, I had bad information. I was not taking the right steps, but it's just a long game. Okay. And you have to be heavily committed to make it work and really put yourself in a position where you will do 100 emails or 100 cold calls or whatever it is a day and do not miss a day. Organic content is free as well. It doesn't cost money to post on Instagram for your niche, right? You can make a whole Instagram page around, how pool builders sell AI or not sell AI, but like how pool builders can leverage AI in their business, and then they can book a call with you so you can implement it for them. Super, actually really good strategy. But the way I like to put this too is, again, it doesn't cost money to spend on these platforms. It just takes a lot of your time. Same thing with outreach. It's free monetarily, but it's very expensive in time. Same thing here with organic content. It's a snowball you're going to push. Okay. Even if I look at my YouTube channel here, I have 40 whatever thousand subscribers. I had about 1,000 subscribers maybe for the first year or 2 of me posting. Okay. It's a snowball. You push it, it gets bigger and bigger, but it's super slow and small at the start. Paid ads is the best. Okay. Now, the recommended budget I have for most people when they start out from zero with paid ads is like you have like $1,500, and this is $1,500 you have that you are willing to lose. I want to be very clear when I say that. There's no guarantee with running ads, okay? This is like educated, putting odds in our favor, but might lose it, okay? And a lot of people follow my videos. They see success with this because, of course, like I've just demonstrated and I've just shown you guys what I do in my agency today, where I spend a lot of money. So you guys can just take the fraction of what I spend on your ads and you just take my winners, etc. And this is a big thing I do for my group, for everyone inside of here. Like a lot of these guys you see that are winning here literally are just leveraging the exact same things that I'm telling them that's working for myself and my agency. They do it for their own niche, for their own agency, and it does well. Okay. But that being said, paid ads itself is very good, but you just need to have money. And if you don't have money, I recommend you get a job. So now that we've established that, I think in this video, because I've kind of hyped up paid ads so much, I think it's reasonable for me to talk about how to actually set this up. So when you set up paid ads, you're going to be running ads on Facebook and Instagram. Meta is, in my opinion, the best. You need to have a Facebook account for your personal self, and then you're going to connect that personal account to what's called a business portfolio and a business Facebook account. That's going to be what's under your business, and it's going to look exactly kind of like this. Okay. Of course, I'm going to have to blur some things right here. As you guys can see, this is kind of just like my side account that I use. But this is really important. You have this set up and you get to a page that looks like this. This is what's called your business settings. Okay. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to pages right here on the left. You're going to click add page in the top right, click create new Facebook page, and you're going to click on where it says page name and write your business name. So it's gonna be like Quick Pools AI or Quick Pool AI, whatever, right? Category, you can just put as marketing, agency, bio, opto, okay, whatever. And then you're gonna click next, confirm, done, create, okay? This page right here is actually the one I use, Quick Listing AI, for my challenge with Connor, okay? That's a similar name, that's why I got it. Quick Pool, Quick Listing, I see. But anyways, I did a challenge with my friend on this YouTube channel, and you guys can see this page, how it looks here. All you have to do, it doesn't have to have any followers, doesn't have to have any posts. Is it ideal if it does? Sure, but you're just running ads off of it. So just have a logo, have a good name, and that's it. Okay. Next is you're going to create what's called an ad account. Okay. So this is where you're actually going to be running your ads off of. So you're just going to click on the top right, click create new ad account for yourself, ad account name, whatever, boom, click next. And then you click usage for my business, and then you're going to click confirm. Okay. And that is that. Now, I will open up one of my random ad accounts here to just open up and kind of set up live with you guys once you have this set up. Again, if you guys have questions for me specifically on this stuff, just ask me in my group. I reply to all the messages. You can see, like, I literally reply to pretty much everyone in here. So if you have like questions about this, feel free to ask me. And also just like on my Friday calls I host, just ask me there too, for all you guys that are, of course, using GoHighLevel. So Next thing is once you're in your ad account here, you're going to click on campaigns and it should look directly like this. If anything, there's just going to be 0 campaigns and it's going to look like a fresh slate. What you're going to do is you're going to click the button right here where it says create. You're going to click leads and then you're going to click continue. Okay. And then this is actually what a Facebook ad campaign looks like when you set it up. We can just call this campaign number 1. And without getting super technical, because I have a video that's I think 2 hours long in here on how this actually is set up. There's 3 layers of this cake when you set up ads. There's campaigns, there's ad sets, and then there's the actual ads itself. Of course, ads sit under ad sets sit under campaigns. Okay. The whole thing with campaigns is you're pretty much going to be just setting your actual intent of what it is that you're setting up. Okay. For this case, we want leads. We want booked calls. We want an outcome. Okay. You can use other, like traffic, awareness, engagement, sales campaigns, etc. We're leads because we're just trying to get booked calls. And then ad sets right here, you can see right here, this is essentially we're going to set your daily budget, your location, your targeting, etc. And you can do all of that stuff like here, like so. So if I just click on, I'll just use this right here. We can go Facebook page, I'm just selecting a random one. Conversion location, we're going to select website right here. You have to make what's called a Facebook pixel. This is what you're going to set up on the back of your pages. Yes, all this stuff sounds confusing. I promise it takes 10, 20 minutes to maybe really understand. The whole thing with a pixel is it's a piece of code that you're going to put behind this little page right here. Okay, on the thank you page. So essentially once someone books a call with you, Facebook knows and it'll optimize for more of those people. Because how is Facebook or Meta how are they going to know if you are getting results? Because this is on your own website. They don't have control over your website. So you have to put a little piece of code on the back of it. So then it lets Facebook know, hey, this person booked a call with us, get more of these people in this campaign, right? So I'm not going to set up for this video here just for simplicity, but I have a lot of other videos inside of my group and obviously on the YouTube channel on that stuff as well. Okay, if I keep scrolling down, all this sounds good. This is where you're going to set your daily budget. Let's just say for this case, I'm spending $50 a day for my own ads. Keep scrolling down, location, United States, minimum age. I like to put this as 23 because especially pool builders, people with money, they're generally going to be older. You can get super specific here with like anything you want to really target. Languages, this is important. So for like pool builders or contractors, if you only speak English, make sure you put English here. Don't put all because potentially people with other languages like Spanish or French, whatever, could opt in, and it's just because of the nature of the industry you're in, right? Keep scrolling down. All this is pretty much good. I don't touch much else here. All this is super simple. We just want to make sure we're targeting the entire United States. Don't go city to city. I don't think it's worth it. Like I've seen people try to do that. The way I see it is you're cutting off the opportunities you have of people raising their hands saying, hey, I want this service that you offer, but you're limiting them due to your location, your reach. I don't think it's worth it. All right. Next is going to be what's called setting up the actual ad itself. Okay. So if I go ad number 1, and let's just say I use Facebook page. Okay. You're going to set up multiple ads. My rule of thumb is for every $50 a day in spend that you spend, you should have 5 ads, all the way up to 25 ads. So what that means is, you should spend, if you spend $100 a day on your ads, you should have 10 ads. If you spend $50 a day, you should have 5 ads. And if you have $30 a day, you should have 3 ads, right? You guys get the point. So when you set up your ads, there's going to be a few things here. I like to turn this off here. Website URL. So we're going to put right here, again, you would need to connect your domain to GoHighLevel. So you have like, quickpoolai.com/booking. Okay. That's the URL and link that you would put here. You just do that through clicking settings over here and then connecting domain. Obviously I haven't bought the domain for, Quickpool AI. So I'm just going to take this like sample run right here and just click boom. Okay. Done. Okay. Now ad creative, this is where we're actually going to set up the ad. So if you have image ads, video ads, you're going to set it up there. So what I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to show 2 big tools. One of them is going to be what's called ArcAds AI. Okay. ArcAds AI is, in my opinion, the best, like, I guess you could call it like video ad AI generation platform on the market, 100% hands down. All you do is give it a prompt, it'll create it, and it's super high quality. You can see all these people and these things here. This is all through AI. This is just prompts, like you just had Claude give you an ad script and you just ran with it. Okay. And then there's another tool that's called Ideogram that you can use for image ads. So same thing here. You just give it a prompt like so, and it'll create it. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys examples on both because I think it's worth it. So give me 1 second as I log into ArcAds and I'll kind of show you guys what I actually mean. All right, perfect. So once you're actually logged into right here, as you can see, ArcAds, you have right here where you're going to click, create folders and everything like that. So all you're going to do is just literally click this little plus button. And then we have this kind of blank canvas here. So the way this works is you just add this script. So all you would do is just be like, please, to Claude, give me a 45 ad script targeting pool builders with my offer and add my service. And then you would just be like, and CTA should be click learn more below to book a call with us. Okay. Simple as that. You would just get this kind of script. I'll show you guys as an example, kind of like what one would look like in real estate agents. So I guess the other last point I should probably show here as well. You will show right here. It'll show you all the different actors they have on their platform that you can use. So like literally look, I can scroll here for probably ages. All these are different looking actors that you can use for the ads. And if I hover over it, you'll probably hear it. So.
Hey, you. Welcome to ArcAds. I'm one of the natural AI actors you can use.
Hey you, welcome to ArcAds. I'm one of the natural AI.
Hey you, welcome to ArcAds. I'm one of the natural AI actors you can use for your ads.
So you guys get the point, right? This guy would probably crush for Thomas would crush for pool builders. I think he looks like one of those guys who would probably do well with them. And then also, just get smart with your niche, right? If you're talking HVAC business owners, pool builders, electricians, these like older guys, usually like females tend to do well on ads to them. Okay. I've seen this as a trend. I don't make up the rules. I'm just telling you guys what it is. So yeah, that being said, you can select multiple actors at once. And once you actually have the script and you generate it, I think it's like $7 per video, maybe a little bit less. This is kind of how they come out. So this is like one for real estate agents, but same exact setup. I give it the script, I added actors and I clicked go and then pretty much let it rip. So you can kind of hear how this sounds.
Are you a real estate agent who is still struggling to get more listings in 2025? In the next 60 seconds, I am going to show you my team, and I are helping over 100 agents like yourself make more money for less work and less time needed than ever before using AI in 2025.
Are you a real estate agent who is still struggling to get more listings in 2025? In the next 6
So you guys get the point, okay? That's how this all works. That's ArcAds. You can take these videos, download it, and then you can run these as ads, and it takes less than like 20, 30 minutes to make. And these are all AI ads that you would have probably had to spend days preparing for if you were going to go look all professional and stuff, right? Let alone paying other UGC creators, which I have done in the past, where you pay other people who know how to speak on camera and they just like look professional to do it for you. That stuff gets so expensive. For $7 a video, this is a complete steal. Last one I want to show is ArcAds. So this is for images. So contrary to video, I know some of you guys are probably asking me like, what's better, image or video? I personally think that image is what most people should run because there's less room for error. It's an image, right? There's just limited space. There's just text or whatever, trying to convert someone that, sees it. And then that's it. A video, there's a lot of parts to it, right? So videos are generally spliced up rather on, there's a hook, a body, and a CTA. So the hook would be pool builders. If you're making over 300 grand a year and you're wanting to scale to $1 million a year, listen up. That's a super direct call out. Okay. And then you have your body, which is we help pool builders just like yourself implement AI into their business to book more appointments every single month without them even lifting a finger. This is how it works. We use AI ads to actually generate and human looking AI ads to get you more interested homeowners who want their pools replaced or their pools built. And then we have an AI voice receptionist, blah, blah, blah. You guys can keep going. And then the last part, the CTA, which is the very end of the ad, is if you're interested in this system, click the learn more button below and we will see you on a call with us. Book it for whatever time works, and I'm excited to speak with you. I botched that one, but you guys get the point. That's kind of how they're made. And then ArcAds, which is super cool, is like I'm just gonna say, give me a image ad prompt for my AI tool that makes image ads for this exact offer and niche. Okay, I'll literally just show you guys how it actually looks. So it's gonna give me a quick prompt, and I'm just going to feed this to this tool called Ideogram. Super cheap, by the way. You can get Ideogram for, I want to say, like, you can get like 10, I think, or your first 5 or 10 ads completely for free, which is super dope. And if I show you this right here, take this here, boom. If I throw it right here, hopefully it comes out good. It'll generate 4 at a time. So then you have different ones that the AI will like let you split test. But I've seen really good results with this. I have a lot of guys inside of my group, the school community, that use this tool for their ads, for themselves or for their clients, and it generally crushes, okay? Which is super cool. So I will let this generate right here, and I will, I guess, resume once it is ready. Okay, so this is what it generated. Obviously, this is like an example of it. I hate these personally. It was just the prompting. I don't think Claude had as much context as it probably should be, but I'll give you some other examples of what this could look like. So this is for like the real estate niche, right? Real estate agents get more listings without paying upfront pay per close. Cool. Super appealing, right? Like what realtor would not click on this? Okay. You can see all these different ads with all these different styles. This is all pretty much by Ideogram that came up with this. This, for example, and just to give you guys an idea of why this ad won't convert, is because number one, the text, yes, we say pool lead, whatever. There's not a clear call out. Okay. The clear call out should be pool builders at the very top. And there should be like, it should literally just be our offer. Okay. So like if you guys remember the offer that we actually made right here, you know, get 15 new pool design consults in 90 days or it's free. That's what the ad should be saying. It shouldn't be saying you paid for that lead. Did anyone call them back? Like nobody cares about that, right? This is kind of another point, which is like, you don't want to sell the actual features. You want to sell the outcome. Nobody cares about the AI caller. Nobody cares about the AI ads. They care about what that's going to do for their business. Okay. Nobody like this has no interest to them. So I guess this is a good example that it generated just so you guys understand why this is not good. But all I would do is I would just take one of these ads, download it. Okay. I recommend you either run image or video at the start. I don't recommend both unless you're spending a lot of money. Choose one. For most of you guys, it's going to be images, and you can use canva.com, and also Ideogram to help you with this. And then all you're going to do is once you head back over here, Ads Manager, select image ad, it'll make it. You're going to give it some copy. So this is like a headline, some text on the ad, etc. You can have Claude generate for you. It'll all show up here on the right. And then after that, you are pretty much good to go. And then you'll just duplicate, all these ads that you made and just swap out the creative. So you have like 3 different variations, right? And then it all spends, let's just say $50 a day. So you'd make 5 ads, and all you would do, the copy would be the same, the headline would be the same. Everything's pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is the actual ad itself. Okay. So like if it's just a separate image ad with like a different look. Okay. Same thing here. Like I would test all of these. Like if I check right here, I would test this ad versus something like this. Okay. Just because they're like different style, it doesn't look like there's like a crazy offer difference or anything, but I'm telling you, Facebook, they just want diversity and how it looks in the creatives. So that being said, that's pretty much it as far as how I launch ads. And I click review and publish and send all the traffic to this high level page that I set up and get going. So yeah, obviously there's a lot of refining in here you would do just around like actually setting up your Facebook page and actually setting up the ad account. And really going through in the automations just to make sure everything's good for you, making sure you film these quick videos. But like generally, and I've done this before, it would take me maybe, if I really put my head down, 3 to 4 hours to get the entire business set up from not having a niche on from minute 1 to hour 4 having everything done. Literally all the automations are good. The videos are good. The ads are ready to go. Everything. And I launch ads and I literally am getting appointments within the next couple of days. I've done a challenge with my high school friend where I did this on my channel. It went absolutely crazy on YouTube and he closed 4 clients in 7 days on it. We showed every single day, everything. I think we spent around $300 or $400 on ads and he made about $1,500 back in these 7 days. And he also got 2 free trial clients too, because he just understood he was not good at sales and he needed some reps. So he wanted kind of the low hanging fruit, which I actually recommend people to do. So regardless, all this being said, this is really how I'd speed run an AI agency and kind of like an AI business using tools like Claude from complete scratch, right? Like you can use prompts like this. You can really get stuff done way faster than it would have taken you, a long time ago. Like imagine we didn't have these AI tools or these, tools like GoHighLevel, like to really get this all done, like it would be so hard. And that's the big reason why I try to give out as much for free on this channel as possible. Like you guys are going to use this tool GoHighLevel regardless if you're building an agency. Every agency owner in my entire network has to use it and has been using it for years like myself. So if you sign up with my link, of course, like I'm just going to give you as much as possible because it's like a win-win. Okay. If you cancel GoHighLevel, I'm not compensated on any sort of commission or referral bonuses, anything like that. So if I can give you enough to succeed and you succeed with it, then the longer you use GoHighLevel, the more I'm compensated for it as well. So that's really a big thing, guys. If you guys want access to all of these free bonuses that I've referenced throughout this entire video, you'll sign up, that top link in the description below, plus a ton of other things like I don't even really need to get into, but like just previewing it, you guys can see that inside this entire community. Second you sign up, you're going to get an email directly to your inbox, getting an invite to this school community, 5 weekly Q&A calls. Again, this is free as a byproduct of using GoHighLevel. And you get 30 days for free if you're a new sign up. If you're already a GoHighLevel user, you can just quickly upgrade and then you'll get under me. If you have any issues with signing up and then you don't get attributed or something happens, just DM me on Instagram at Carson Reed. I'll get you all squared away and all good. But that being said, there's a bunch of guys winning in here, and I would love to see if one of you guys for the next one in here. And hopefully you guys found this video valuable, really just like cutting the fluff and just getting a business done as soon as humanly possible and the correct setup on how to do so. So that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys inside my next video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.